And I ain't flexing, it's just motivation. So many talents, just like channels when you switching state.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
At home in Utah, the Jazz never fail to go out of their way to look good and their best. Here was their entrance to the arena earlier on. We get a look at the sun shining in the buildings of downtown Salt Lake City, Utah, our broadcast location today. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Tonight, GA, it's all yours.
Good evening to you, Kevin.
I love his personality. That was a great story, Dave. Thank you. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now, Golden State's starting five. In at the small and power forward, it's Wiggins and Green. Curry and Poole have the guard spots. And it's Looney in at the five. And for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the two guard. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. Two defensive-minded teams, Steve, in the building tonight. These teams are so good, aren't they, at getting stops?
They are. Points will be hard to come by. Both teams give maximum effort on the defensive end, and that's hard to do night after night.
And the basket is good.
You know, he's wiry strong. Conley's made a living taking contact and making shots.
Here's Wiggins. Looney controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Conley against Curry. Outside Conley. Going inside. 5 on the clock. And that one, good. Conley's got his second basket of the game.
Mike Conley has that extra gear. Even when he gets bodied up, he finishes so well.
And you look at Mike Conley's game, just a steady floor general and deadly accurate as a shooter.
Man, Greg, I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how he competes on the defensive side. At 6'1", he's given up size on a nightly basis, but he won't let you pick on him. He gets after you.
On the wing, Mitchell. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. To the middle, Bogdanovich. It's good.
A more physical player at this stage of his career. Bojan is not bothered by the contact on that shot.
Curry passes to Looney. Down low. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Looney's got 6 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
A high flyer with long arms. Mitchell attacks and powers it down.
55 seconds left in the first quarter. Curry deciding where to go with it. Pass to Looney. Golden State moving the ball around. Now here's Curry. Over Conley. Curry can't get it to go.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his All-Star debut that far into his career, it had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
It's Curry outside. A three-pointer is right on target. 5 points in the game.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Mitchell finds Clarkson. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his third assist on the night. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside.
Hassan.
That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Elbow shot. Curry's shot is good.
We all prefer to watch Steph Curry shoot a three, but he can really shoot the mid-range jumper.
Got it off in time, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Tie game in Utah. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Bielitsa is out there with Green. Then it's Curry. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Moody in at the shooting guard position. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Golden State. Curry passes to Porter. Driving the lane. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Porter's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
Knocked away. He had stolen by Ingles. Whiteside kicks to Azubuike. Pass to Clarkson.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've got here in the first half.
Kevon Looney is checked in for Golden State. Poole comes in for Curry. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Steve, a second rounder back in the 2014 draft out of Missouri, Jordan Clarkson with a productive NBA career.
Yes, Kevin, and he's always been a bucket. What has changed is the shot selection. A lot more threes and terrific free throw shooting, making him a great bench weapon.
Mitchell dishes to Whiteside. Bielitsa against Mitchell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, he wasn't a Burger Chain All-American or a one-and-done college star, but Donovan Mitchell's rapid emergence in the NBA has caught many by surprise.
You know, GA, the first rookie ever to lead a playoff team in scoring. He was handed the keys right away, but he's not satisfied. He still wants more.
One Toscano Anderson's checked in for Bielitsa. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert may get overlooked, but his coach understands what he means to the Utah Jazz. Quinn Snyder says his presence on the floor gives us a chance. He's our most important player as far as how he anchors our team. He's the foundation. Kevin, the way they win games, saying something.
He is a Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. Phenomenal player. Thanks, D.A. Wiggins is checked in for Moody. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block? Here's Looney. 10 points for him. Poole with it. Conley picks him up. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And the basket by Ingles.
This is the thing about Ingles. He's got the size and the strength to play with physicality.
Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Iguodala against O'Neal. Now here's Wiggins. Guarded closer. 4 on the shot clock. That one goes in. Looney's got 12 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Conley scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
And that's where Conley is most dangerous. Just amazing quickness on his way to the rack.
Here's Wiggins. O'Neal with the rebound.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Jazz lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. And Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
They came in prepared. The offense is firing on all cylinders. You love the patience, the flow, very efficient. Valuing possessions is fueling their success right now. This is not a team you want to bet against, at least not tonight.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here is Conley. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the center filling out the middle. That's the group right now for Utah. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Wiggins has got the first bucket of the third here for the Warriors.
Andrew Wiggins solid when he goes at the rim. Can slice through a defense, adjust to get that shot off from any angle. What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
And now another look at that mobile 1-block defensive performance.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And that one's good. Wiggins, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion. And for Wiggins, you want him to attack more often.
Greg, when Andrew Wiggins is settling, the defense is winning. He knows how to draw fouls, and when you have an aggressive Andrew Wiggins, it's a good one. He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Poole the pass to Wiggins. Over Mitchell. And it's Wiggins missing.
Great position down low. He had more time to get that shot off than I think he realized.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And the 6'8" Bojan Bogdanovich consistently among the league's top three-point marksmen.
You're right, Kevin. Consistent is the right word. Listen to this. Since his 4th season in the NBA, he's never averaged below 38% from distance. That shot must be honored. Well, he started out as a pure shooter. Bogdanovich has worked hard to become a threat off the bounce and a strong finisher.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. D.A. thanks. Curry can't get it to go. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
One Toscano Anderson's checked in for Golden State. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Curry with it. Conley picks him up. Curry against Conley. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Clarkson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And even 3-on-3 break. And a wide open look for Porter. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Once in a while, Porter will surprise you with a nifty dribble move. Wouldn't mind seeing more of this.
Bogdanovich finds Clarkson. No good with the triple. Warriors trail by 6. Here's the floater. Curry's shot is good. 9 points for Stephen Curry.
I love Curry's toughness, the work ethic. You can tell he cares.
Clarkson for 3. Sinks the triple.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Utah out in front. They lead by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. We're going to keep the defense on its heels.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Jordan Poole, Otto Porter Jr. out there with Iguodala. And it's Green, and it's Wiggins in at the shooting guard.
And how about the confidence of Wiggins? His teammates want him to take those shots.
Mitchell outside. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Mitchell with it. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That's foul number 2 for him. Clarkson, he's checked in for O'Neal. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Andre Iguodala. Mitchell kicks to Clarkson. And Eric Haskell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
This is why we talk about carving out position rather than trying to sneak in. You've got to be willing to put in the work.
To tie it up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Looney's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Terrific work inside from Looney. He continues to get more comfortable down there.
Mitchell looking it over to the inside. Pascal, the pass to Ingles. Here's Clarkson. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, those are the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Rising to the occasion, he found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Working the mid-range, but you would think the defense would be keying on him.
4-on-3 break. To take the lead. Porter, no luck.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Mitchell dishes to Clarkson. Mitchell outside. Driving inside. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
This just goes with the narrative. Mitchell is a baller, wants to be considered among the best in the game.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 2. 1:03 left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He really got after him in the bubble. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David.
He was definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his second foul of the game for the Jazz. Bogdanovich is checked in for Eric Pascal, and it's Mike Conley in for Clarkson. He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2.
I love that Curry can dominate without the height, the vertical. It all comes down to high basketball IQ and skill.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Conley against Curry. Money!
Conley is used to these tight spots, just keeping calm and drilling the shot.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're behind by 3. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. So it's the Warriors now. Puts it up, off the inbound. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Clutch shots, Stephen Curry, his teammates, they trust him in those situations.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good, being both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
You have to admire how calm he is under pressure at the free throw line in a key situation.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
You know, Donovan Mitchell really went off back in the 2020 playoff bubble. Watching those games, it was obvious that he's got a ton of potential left to grow into.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
The defense is key here.
And the Jazz call time here. It's tied at 53. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
It's Steve Bonanza. Make some noise.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clarkson goes in, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
And late in the game here, it's just as important to get stops. We'll see if either side is up to the task.
One shot.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
And so it's Utah who scrapes by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Rudy. Donovan Mitchell, huge, of course, tonight. How great is it to have him on your side?
It's great. It's great. He's a great teammate. He's a great player, and we're going to need him. to win a championship. So, it's a big part of what we do.
And he was big tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.